The capital of Andalusia is a city rich in Moorish heritage. Everything exemplifies this, from the colorful tiled tiles that cover numerous buildings to the lobed arches of the palaces and of course the renowned Giralda tower, which was formerly a minaret. Flamenco, tapas and toros are three of the things most associated with Spain that are particularly Sevillian. Come in the spring when the scent of jasmine and orange blossom is through the air, and you may experience either the atmospheric solemnity of Semana Santa or the raucous merrymaking of the Feria de Abril. The city is situated on the banks of the smooth, slow Guadalquivir river, which divides the city into two halves, Sevilla and Triana. The Guadalquivir, known as Betis by the Romans as Betic, Al-Wadi al-Kabir by the Arabs, has had a major impact on the history of the city. The location of Seville is roughly coincident with the point where the Guadalquivir stops being useful for navigation. It is at this point that the cereal-producing region of the Guadalquivir Valley starts, and Seville has acted as a seaport for commerce of agricultural goods produced farther west. Intense trade existed in the area from Roman times, continued under Muslim rule, and exploded as Seville monopolized the new trade with the Americas. As the monopoly was broken and Cadiz largely took Seville's place, the city entered a period of relative decline. In the 19th century, Seville gained a reputation for its architecture and culture and was a stop along the romantic grand tour of Europe. Seville has built on its tourism industry since, playing host to the International Exposition in 1992, which spurred the construction of a new airport, a new train station, a bullet train linked to Madrid, new bridges and improvements to the main boulevards. Tourist facilities are top-notch and the city is buzzing with festivals, color and a thriving nightlife scene. Seville is a city that creates an impression, and many people describe it as unique. It might be due to the splendor of its monuments, or maybe it's the allure of places like Triana. Seville is much more than its undeniably beauty. It's a bustling city with enormous open areas like the massive Plaza de España, Mara Luisa Park, and the avant-garde Setas de Sevilla. If you want to experience Seville's genuine ambience, consider going for tapas in famous districts like as Alameda, Macarena, Nervión, Los Remedios or Triana. Marinated pescado, fish, tiny field rolls, traditional snails, fino, white wine, manzanilla, sweet wine, or a cool beer are a must. Tradition is always in style in Seville. Flamenco concerts and Spanish guitar music are popular, as are traditional ceramics and crafts, which make excellent city souvenirs. Triana has a plethora of stores and workshops. Flamenco may also be enjoyed in one of the many tablaos or neighborhood peer groups. In fact, Seville is home to the Biennial, which is widely regarded as the most significant international event of this type of art. Seville's heritage is also reflected in its more international events. The April Fair and Holy Week are two outstanding examples. The first is all about joy and enthusiasm for popular Andalusian art, offering an unrivaled opportunity to appreciate the music of the Spanish guitar, flamenco dress and joyful Seville. Holy Week is a passionate holiday filled with emotional highs and lows. Experiencing one of the popular religious processions or hearing a live seta, emotional flamenco song dedicated to holy figures is the finest way to understand it. The Maria Luisa Park contains Seville's most renowned square. The Plaza de España was built for the 1929 Ibero-American exhibition to represent peace with the former colonies. The 52 seats with Andalusian tiles that symbolize all of Spain's regions are a feature of this Spanish square. The huge edifice of Seville Cathedral is like its own universe, and you will waste hours looking with admiration at the exquisite architectural flourishes, relics, and historical curios. With 80 chapels, it is the world's biggest cathedral by volume and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Seville's monumental wealth is unrivaled. The best way to get to know this Andalusian city is to take a stroll around its neighborhoods. Santa Cruz is a part of the Jewish history and is worth exploring its small alleys and listening to the sound of water, as well as gardens where forked steels imitates the natural beauty of flowers and is quiet and calm. San Lorenzo is a calm and majestic barrier in Santa Cruz, Seville. The Macarena district's radiance is monopolized by its universal virgin. The Plaza de España and Plaza de America, which were constructed for the 1929 Latin American Exposition, are located in the world-famous Maria Luisa Park and Sierpes Street. Just over the river Triana is the cradle of flamenco, a bullfighting history and distinctive neighborhood terraces and alleys that retain the flavor of the old suburbs. From Betis Street you can see its reflections in the river. Ceramic sculptors live in Triana as well. While you're enjoying these awesome drone shots, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell. We are posting videos like this twice a week and we would hate for you to miss it.